Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha. If you guys are new to the live, make sure you guys thumbs up this video and make sure you guys are subscribed. I will be having a lot of updates coming up about my bariatric surgery. I know I left you guys in the dust for about a month, but honestly, I was done with doing everything. I finished everything in June. The latest thing I had was the sleep apnea, and I got the results for that, and that was done. So I know people were hitting me up saying, do you have a surgery date? What happened? All that stuff. And yeah, I was kind of in the dust about it because I was done with everything. So when my last appointment hit, which was July 26th, I was up 2 pounds and 3 pounds actually. But other than that, it was nothing else for me to do because everything else was done. So I was just basically waiting for my next monthly visit, which was actually today, which is my birthday. So shout out to me. Make sure you guys thumbs up for my birthday and make sure you guys share this video. So let's go into what happened today. So I went in today. As you guys know, I believe I came on yesterday with an update, and I weighed in at 277 point something. It was like really, really low, like 2 or 4. And I was really happy with that. I was trying to stay at that weight, but I told you guys my goal was to at least lose another pound, just to be on the safe side. And when I got on the scale this morning at my house, I was 275.2 or point 4. So I weighed in today at 275.4 at my house. And then, I took a shower, I got ready, I fed my son, and then we went off to the doctor. And when I got there, of course, I didn't take off all my clothes. So all I did was take off my shoes, and with the doctor, I weighed in at 275.8. So I am down 5.8 with the doctor, and then with myself, I actually got up to 283 when I started my 10-day liquid cleanse. So I lost 7.8 pounds on my little cleanse that I did. So I was really excited about that. The doctors were so excited. Like, when I tell you the doctors were more excited than me, I was happy, yes, but she was just really, really happy because you don't want to. First of all, I told you guys this before. I love the doctors because they're so happy for you. They're so proud for you. And I'm so happy about my experience. And I brought my son, and they were talking to my son the whole time. I just love the fact that they're very, very caring. My surgeon is very caring. I just love the department of people. I know other people talked about their experience with surgery, and it sucked. The people didn't care. It seemed like they were just money driven. I don't think they talked about money once with me. And honestly, no offense, but that's not their job. It's not their part to really talk about the money. Like the nurses and the dietitian, and if they ever said, oh, you have a copay, I'm like, bro, don't worry about that. You know what I mean? So it was just, the ladies at the front desk, they never asked me to pay anything, and that's only because of my insurance. I get bills. I don't get copay. I don't have copay. When I go there, I don't pay anything. But after my insurance approves it, I can either check online with my job and pay right away, or I can just wait until they bill me. But anyway, today went really, really well. Something that I do want to talk about is I never knew that. Well, I did know this. I am pre-diabetic, meaning if I don't get my act together, I will have diabetes. I don't have diabetes now, but like I said, I'm on the cusp of if I gain 30 more pounds, the bad way, meaning a whole bunch of junk, I will have diabetes, and I will have to take medicine. Another thing is, I didn't know that I have sleep apnea. Now, it's very, very moderate, I think she said, because he even called me and told me as well. But the way he said it was, he was like, you have moderate sleep apnea, don't worry about it, you're good to go. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. When he said I'm good to go, I guess I didn't think about it. But when she explained it today, she did tell me that I do have sleep apnea, but it's a very, very low, extremely low. It's not deadly. I can still get the surgery. I don't have to be on no CPAP or anything like that. It's a very low situation. But however, let's say if I got into the 300s or wasn't getting surgery and all that stuff, trust me, in a few years, if I was going the route I would be a diabetic and I would have sleep apnea. Just saying. And I feel like like myself, if I wasn't getting surgery and I wasn't running through all these clearances and all these tests, I wouldn't know anything about this stuff. Like, I know a lot of us, we never go to the dentist, we never go to the eye doctor, we never go to the doctor until something is wrong. And I feel like if I never decided to get weight loss surgery and waited like a few more years to really like get serious about my health, because clearly the few years before I wasn't serious because I'm in the same position and up weight. So I feel like if I waited 2 more years to get the ball rolling or whatever, it's either I would be in the same place where I am now, basically 270s, 280s, or I would be over 300 pounds. So I really, 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 that's another reason why I'm happy that I'm getting weight loss surgery, because I'm getting all these clearances and it's bringing me to light to how quick I can be borderline this, that, and the other. Like, I'm getting older now. I'm not getting any younger. So I'm really happy that I'm doing this now and that I'm taking care of anything. Now for surgery, like I said, this was my last appointment. I did not cancel my surgery. I was just so scared that I would gain weight. Like, you don't understand. This has been a lot going on the month of August. Like I said, my birthday, moving, the last day of my last appointment. Like, there's a lot going on, and sometimes well, for me, I always put my health on the back burner, which is really, really sad. But I'm just happy to say that I was able to lose weight, and that wasn't even a factor. We didn't even talk about that in this appointment. Actually, we didn't talk about nothing regarding my weight. They were just so happy that I had lost, what, 5.8 this month. Yeah, I lost 5.8 pounds this month from their records. But from my records, like I said, I had gained an extra 2 pounds since leaving their office on July 26th. So I started off August with, I think, 283. So from my records, I'm down 7.8 pounds. Anyway, I did not get a surgery date yet, no. However, she did say today's Friday, and the coordinator, or the lady, she does not come back until Wednesday. So she's going to submit my stuff Wednesday, or I should hear from her not this Wednesday coming up, like the first week in September, but I should hear her the following week. She said it takes about a week to get approved, but I know you have, with insurance, you have up to 30 days. So, I'm not going to contact anybody. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not. I'm just not going to think about it because, sometimes it can take a week or 2 or 3. So, next week, I'm not going to worry about it at all. I'm just going to go about my regular business. But probably the following week, Monday, I might hit up my insurance. It's really easy for me to contact my insurance. If I go on the page, I can like pop up and talk to somebody instead of like calling them on the phone and all that stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do instead of like bugging the coordinator and all that stuff. So I'll probably do that the following Monday. Just give it a few days, you know what I mean? And then just take it from there. Or honestly, I might wait until the following week, like Thursday or Friday, to actually contact somebody. It's not like my paperwork is going out today. I know it's a holiday, but they did say I should be getting surgery. Like, I should get a surgery date either the last week of September or the first week of October. And honestly, overall, since the beginning, that's what I wanted. I thought September was a little bit early. I was like, damn, that's kind of fast, because you never know how fast your insurance is gonna approve you, and then you never know how fast your doctor can get you in. Because when she was talking to me today, she said that the doctor won't be able to get me in. He's looking at September, like he's looking at the end of September to schedule people. So most doctors, especially around the holidays time, you can't get in until like a year and a half, like a month and a half sometimes. So I'm really happy that they're just very persistent. Like, they're really, really good with everything they do, everything they say, and they have not failed me. Everybody within these last 4 months, everything has been going very, very smoothly. What else? I do have a follow-up appointment in September, as well as the nutrition appointment, where she goes through the pre-op diet and all of that stuff. So I have to do that. And they said that's all in the same day, which is good. And then after that, like once I get approved for surgery, that's when I guess she's gonna make my appointment for she's gonna make my appointment to see when I'm gonna come back in and talk to the surgeon. I think I get blood work again. Because right now the only thing I'm taking is vitamin D. That's the only thing I'm taking right now. Um, so I think I get blood work redone just to make sure everything is good. And I talk to the surgeon, and I think that's it. And then I take the nutrition class, and she talks to me about the pre-op diet, which is a 2 week process. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk to me about what to expect for surgery day. Um, and then I don't know if I get my surgery date over the phone or if I have to wait to talk to the surgeon. I don't know. All I know is it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a crazy September as well. That's all I know. And I'm really, really ready for it. I'm just very thankful about everything that's going on, the headspace that I'm in, and all that stuff. And I'm really happy to be down the pounds. Like, this is the lowest like I've been since in these last 4 months. 275 is the lowest I've been since May, I think, since May. So my goal for going into the next appointment, which I don't think I have a target weight. I mean, I just can't gain any weight. Like I can't get over 278. You cannot get over the beginning weight that you were at. So my goal for these next, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another doctor's appointment, I'm going to say in 2-3 weeks. So my goal is to be down 2 to 3 pounds. That's my goal. Very doable. That's less than a pound a week. So that's honestly not even eating like a 100%. Because usually what I try to follow is 80% clean, 20% like junk. So that's literally eating junk maybe twice a day, like squeezing it in. So that's really what I'm going to try to work on. Right now it's probably been like 50-50. I'm not going to front. If you guys just came in the live, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. If you guys have any questions about my surgery, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely let me know. Hit me up with some questions. I mean, I'm just here chatting it up. If not, I'll probably end this video pretty short. But like I said, there's a few people watching, so if you guys have questions, feel free to ask me something. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on right now. I definitely want to stock up on like everything, canned foods and all of that stuff, because my mom will be coming. I actually talked to her today, and I asked her, like how many days is she gonna come. So she just asked me how many days I want her to stay, and I'll probably tell her to stay for the week, not 7 days, but like 4 to 5 days, like the whole week. But it matters what day I have surgery, because Dean comes as well. But I know the first like 3 to 4 days I'm not gonna be able to like really do anything with Jabari, because my son is like crazy, like a typical boy, a typical wild boy. So like jumping around and throwing things and messing with his truck. So and jumping all over me. So that's what I'm not going to be able to like really tolerate, at least for the first 3 to 4 days. So yeah, my mom's definitely going to help out, and I'll probably transition him to his own room a little bit before then, just to get that out of the way. We've been co-sleeping, so I think it's time, especially with me getting surgery. I definitely think it's time. Yeah, other than that, everything is going good. I definitely want to get down 3 more pounds. That is goal. Like if I can go to the the pre-op diet at like 270, that would be great, or as close to 270 as possible. Like 275 for me is closer to like 280. So I at least want to get down to like 271, 272, and hopefully like lose 10 pounds on the pre-op diet. I will definitely give you guys like a whole, like what I have to follow, because everybody does not follow the same pre-op diet. Everybody's diet is different. Some people do like a 2-day pre-op diet. Some people have to do a month. Some people don't have to do any at all. Some people have to do like a more restricted diet, but also doing protein as well. So everyone's is different. But mine is going to be for the 2 weeks. And that's basically it. That is basically it. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm ready. even the nurse, not the nurse, the nutritionist was saying, yo, like you're not gonna be perfect, you're gonna have hiccups, and that's okay. You know, you're not used to this body, or you're not used to your stomach being this small. So, like if you go, just know that, basically learn from your mistakes. You might do it that one time, but don't consecutively do it. Like if you go, just know it's gonna mess you up, but don't try to do it again. You might try to sneak like a cookie or a snack or a fry or something salty or sweet, and it may mess you up, but just know, don't do it again. Things like that. I definitely don't want to stretch out my stomach, and that's one of my main things. Like whatever the doctor, because I know like when I had surgery the last time, meaning my C-section, I had 4 months to recover. Hey Lala, I had 4 months to recover, but with this surgery, I only have like 7 to 10 days to recover. So it's just like, bro, whatever the doctor says, I will be doing. You know what I mean? If you guys just came in the live, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. If you can, please share the live. But yeah, whatever the doctor says, that is what I am doing. Like nothing more, nothing less. Even with like certain eatings, like sometimes the doctor thinks you can do more, but you don't feel like you can. Like whatever I feel like I can do, that's what I'm gonna do. One thing I know I'm not gonna do is try to like exceed expectations. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like I can eat soft foods, but I should be in liquids, or if I should be in soft foods, but I think I should eat parade. Like no, I'm not doing none of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Um, and it's all a mental thing, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I've done liquid fast before. I've done juice cleanse before. Like I've done a lot of stuff where I'm like kind of restricting meals and have to lower proportions, so I know how to do it. The one thing I'm not good at though is like sipping. Like I'm not a sipper. I don't like sip juice or sip water, or I don't sip anything. So that's probably gonna be one of the hardest things for me. But if my stomach is like stop, that would really help, because I know sometimes your stomach doesn't do that. Your stomach doesn't tell you when to stop. For some people, it just allows you to go, and then it'll hurt you later on. So I'm hoping my stomach is not too like I'm hoping my stomach lets me stop. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping that that does happen, because if not, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, probably be throwing up or something. I don't want that to happen. But right now, I'm looking at probably 8 days off, probably a full week off of work, and then when I go back to work, honestly, I sit down all day anyway. So and then I have a desk. So like I can literally, you get like these small cups of water. I can literally have my water or my protein shake or anything that I need right in front of me. If I need to take like 10 minutes and have some broth with protein, like all of that stuff I can do at my job. It's not something where I'm getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. Like no, I can sit at my job and do absolutely nothing. Um, that sounds bad. The only thing we do handle like change orders and stuff like that for like business customers and stuff. So I'll probably won't be doing any of that for like the first 6 weeks. So let's say if I get my surgery October 1st, I probably won't be dealing with change until, um, I'm gonna say mid-November. Like I'm gonna let my manager know, like, I need 6 weeks of not dealing with change at all. And I know she's gonna be okay with that, because I can even have a doctor's note for that. That I just cannot deal with change with all that bending and all that stuff. So yeah, that's the one thing. But I don't know though. Maybe I can get clearance even earlier for my to work out. But then when working out, that's like walking, like little walking. I'll probably do down my what is it called? Down like my hallway at least like 5 times a day for the first, like 2, 3 weeks. Like that'll really be my working out. And then another question, that I have to ask them is driving, because I probably won't drive my first week, but after that, I'll definitely have to be driving. So I wonder how that's gonna work. I don't mind Ubering. I don't mind for like 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, but my first week I won't drive, and then the next week I don't mind doing Uber to get to work. but we'll just have to see. And I'm really happy that my son is at the age where I don't have to like pick him up. The only time I pick my son up is when like he's moving slow, like you're trying to cross the street, or you're really trying to get somewhere at a decent time. And that's when I pick my son up. Other than that, my son is really good at walking like a few blocks at a time. And that's good because I don't want him to be the type where he's like, oh, I don't want to walk anymore, unless he's being silly. Other than that, my son is really good at walking. And I live really close to the daycare, so instead of driving to daycare, I think I'm actually going to walk, just so that can be a way for me to get exercise because I heard that exercise, well, of course, you already know exercise is very important so that you don't plateau and that you and that you continue to lose weight, as well as protein, making sure that I get all my protein in. Like those are the two things that I'm really, really gonna be on about because that is ways that you don't plateau. Well, just talking to the nutritionist and talking to the nurse, and then watching a lot of women on YouTube, as well as reading forums. Everyone talks about the plateau and what they did to either restart their stomach or get out of the plateau, and it was making sure they got their protein in and making sure they stay active. So I'm very good with staying active, and I've been really trying to add as much protein in my diet as possible, and not really meat or cheeses or eggs. Really like the protein shake, protein powder, and the liquid drink proteins, and that's only because for the first month or so, I'm not going to be able to eat any meat or any of that stuff. I also need to get some broth as well. I would like to try a few before I even have the surgery. I don't want to go into it and then be like, these broths are disgusting. So, just a few things that I've been thinking about, and I really need to get into. I actually went to Walmart today, but that wasn't on the list of things for protein loss stuff. But Amazon and Walmart are probably the two places that I'll be getting my things because Walmart definitely, everywhere sells these protein powders and the Premier Protein and the Muscle Milk. However, Walmart, for me, that I've noticed, just has it the cheapest. Um, so yeah, I will come back on later on, probably like 2 weeks or so, a week or two, when I have some more information about my surgery, and I will keep you guys posted as always. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know down below. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.